The sound of motors and tools filled the area around H&H auction rooms at Rosehill Estate in Carlisle.
Well, this is the build-up to the Pirelli International Rally. This is the 28th year of Pirelli sponsoring this event, which is run by the Cumberland Sporting Car Club. And it's a round of the British Rally Championship, the British Historic Rally Championship, the SG Petch Championship, and a couple of other Northern Historic Championships as well. So yeah, it's a big event.
The drivers and their teams are arriving in Carlisle to make sure everything is prepared for the race on Saturday.
National competitors are actually out in the stages just now doing the reconnaissance, but this is just the cars arriving. There's a shakedown this afternoon up in Kielder Forest, but this is where they come for the pre-event and the scrutineering and the documentation. So the cars will soon go down there, they'll go into the exhibition hall, and the scrutineers check them over for legality and for the sport and for the road. And then tomorrow morning the historics leave from here at 7:30 and the British Championship leave at 9 o'clock.
The day will include a range of types of cars, including older historic cars, as well as the more modern rally competitors.
Historics, there's actually more historics this year. We have over 60 historics, and that's anything from Cortinas to Mark 1 Escorts, Mark 2 Escorts. There's a Triumph TR7, there's what else? Oh, there's a Datsun 240Z, there's some really nice machinery. We have 4 super special stages up in Kielder. These are forest roads, and that's where they're timed to the second. They run at 1 minute intervals. And these guys will be reaching speeds of 120 miles an hour on the gravel roads.
And organisers believe that the event gives back to Carlisle.
It brings a lot of people into Carlisle. The hotels do very well, the restaurants, the filling stations, yes, it brings people in.
We spoke to the team of rally driver Rhys Yates, the organiser of which happens to be his own dad.
Right, so yesterday we tested up in a forest, a stretch of road about 3k long. We had a test to ourselves, so it was just a case of getting Rhys used to or reacquainted with gravel. He's been doing the World Championships this year, so first time back on gravel for a little while now. Today is prep after yesterday, so wash down this morning, new pads, tyres, go through the hubs, make sure everything's okay and pretty much checked for the event, and then also get it ready for scrutineering, which is just down the road there.
The team is in the midst of making sure that their car was up to the standards the race requires.
Scrutineering is basically, these cars are FIA approved, they're what they call homologated, so the FIA set out with a set of rules, and the car has to be this, it has to be that, it has to be running certain equipment, so the scrutineers are here to make sure that the cars have not deviated from that.
The rally location in Kielder Forest presents unique challenges for the drivers and their co-drivers.
Great stages in Carlisle, and the start at the Pirelli factory is also quite nice, and the whole thing is just a good event, a really good event. And Rhys finished second here last year in the British Championship, so he knows the stages. I think every event we go to, everybody always says, oh, it's a specialist event, oh, it's a specialist event. And yes, they are, because they're all very different. Even the gravel is different. So Kielder Forest is notorious for real fast crests, different types of gravel, so it's quite a commitment type of event. And like I was just talking to the organiser earlier, they've had to put chicanes in because we have insurance issues with average speed, so they're trying to slow them down a little bit, which is difficult because these R5s, they're equivalent of a WRC car back in 2017. So when you think how far the R5 package has come on, they're a quick thing.
With the cars having been scrutinised, checked and bolstered to their top performance, the day is set to be an exciting one in British and Cumbrian motorsport. Kieran McFadgen, That's TV.